Okay, go.
The show. 671.
Off day. You're watching the 671 show, Fama'kilo Pachot Mu podcast with Raf and Pinko. Also with guests Joey Castro and Zandro.
Hey,
So-
what's up?
So to start things off, are we live? Are we live? We're live.
No.
No. Good. Okay, so start off Fama'kilo Pachot Mu literally means quiet in your mouth. Okay. Also it also means shut up. Basically
In what language?
in Chamorro. And you know, that's something that we get told as we're growing up, you know. What you say from Fama'kilo Pachot Mu, like shut your mouth, because we're, you know, and usually the reason why is you're going to church, or you're going into a meeting, or you're supposed to be at school or something like that. But anyway, so what we'd like to talk about today, one of the things, I'm going to start off here. So I went on vacation, came back, and you know, when I come back, I'm going to assume that everything I see is what tourists see.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I got off the plane, you get onto the ramp. You know, you walk off on the ramp, up into the building. You know, and granted, yes, we did have a typhoon over 8 months ago. You know, that Typhoon Mawar. And it did. You know, if there's footage of some extensive damage to the airport. Okay, now granted that's something, but man, it's kind of gloomy coming just getting down from the plane, and you know, and I mean, if you don't know what's going on, you're like, did I just get off on the plane into a ghetto? Because I mean, it's really weird. I mean, there's no artwork all the way down to, you know, baggage claims. You know, it's just boards. I mean, you can at least put advertisements on those boards. You know, yeah. I mean, there's how much money gets dumped into the airport for just those advertisement spots on the wall, you know, in the bathroom and all that stuff. There's
Do
a lot,
they get paid for that?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but you know, somebody's getting paid. Somebody's making money off advertising there. Now, I mean, what was the purpose of all that? I don't know. All that money they spent on all those big flat screen TV sets, just to say arrivals here.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I mean, I don't know.
departures.
Late departure. I don't know. It's something else. There's something wrong with my mic. It keeps going in and out. Maybe the wire. How's it sound? How's the meter?
Pretty fine.
Okay, cool.
I think it's your earphones.
It's probably my earphones. But yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing I want to bring up. The other one, you know, granted, the employees there are very respectful to everyone that's come out, and they try to help. They try to help everybody. Everyone's doing their job basically, but presentation wise, I mean, over at the baggage claim, I understand they had to rip up all the carpet.
No way, they're like super rude sometimes.
I didn't receive any rudeness.
Not really
this time
rude. They're
around.
like when I went there. I think, where did I come from? I think it was Bali or Philippines or something. It was some chick, custom person.
Oh, customs.
Like off the bat, she was just like, she's like in a bad mood, you know, like, and I'm like, why are you being like, and I was like, what's your problem, you know, like, and she started getting more bitchy.
Yeah.
And then so the other custom dude kind of brought her to the back, and it was just whatever as usual.
Oh, okay. That's probably because I mean,
PMS.
yeah. Well, no, it's also because they do get overworked at times.
Oh yeah, but no,
You know.
We were the first flight in that night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's weird.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think just
Yeah.
maybe she got fired or
Yeah.
something. I don't
No,
know.
I mean, I have a friend. I have a friend and well, also a brother that used to be in customs and also immigration, all that stuff. But they do get worked a lot.
Yeah.
They're understaffed considering what the amount of work, the volume of work that they have to cover. Especially customs and quarantine. I think that they should double their numbers.
Yeah.
Because I mean, really, there's not enough agents to cover everything. I believe that. Shoot, I mean, what the whole the taxes they're supposed to get from marijuana, I feel they should be beefing up security on our borders with that money.
Are they?
You know,
Any of that money going to that?
I don't know.
I
you know,
some of it's going to like weird things like the police department, some kind of SWAT team or something. It's not going to like, let's say like schools or road maintenance or something that benefits everyone else. It benefits their agency.
yeah.
And that's
It doesn't make any sense. You know, there should be someone. That's what I was hoping that Cannabis Control Board would be doing.
Yeah.
Is regulating how this stuff goes out, how funds that are received through taxes are distributed throughout the government. You know, because really, it should go to the correct agencies.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, but it depends on what it is, which agency is ready, and who's asking, and you know. So I don't know.
Video call Dustin
Ah,
and just have him be like,
yeah. You know, call him up.
I
Call him
can't.
up.
My phone's in the camera.
That's all right. That's all right. No, but so yeah,
It's a bummer.
that is a bummer.
That's-
I mean, and they're already taxing, right? They're already
what sucks
there's
too?
businesses here that are in the industry that they're already being taxed for
weed?
cannabis.
There's that what is that? The Cabo's place down the road.
Yeah, the
Gateway.
yeah,
And there's another one in.
and
There's
again,
two.
there's Relief, and then there's
Well, does Relief sell like cannabis weed or just kind of like edibles or like
you know,
ointments and stuff?
I haven't
CBD
been
stuff, CBD
inside
stuff, right?
since this year, which is it's only February, but I haven't been in the shop this year. But last time I was there, they had different CBD
Relief?
strains.
Relief or Gateway?
Relief and Gateway as well. Gateway had quoting a friend of mine. He said there are like 13 different
like the
strains, but
like
I
the
don't know.
weed CBD weed, or is it like? I mean, does Relief have that too? Like Gateway does?
Relief, they're set up differently from what I understand. One thing that I remember about Relief that was pretty cool was you can bring bring a sample of your bud, and for $10, because the $10 is going to pay for the grinder,
Yeah.
and you keep the grinder, and that grinder goes over their test kit. And that test kit will let you know that test kit's like $1,500 or something, and that test kit will tell you how much heavy metals are in it, how wet your flower is,
So like,
how long it will take to dry.
if they can do
Blah
that
blah
there,
blah blah blah.
then why can't they sell medicinal actual weed? Oh, because it's the licensing. So Dustin came up with the if you're paying for your licensing, everything that has to do with weed. In one place, it'll cost you like 28 grand for that license.
Yeah.
With all the fees and stuff. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's like your whole profit of that year going to get another license.
I think I mean, I would love to do it, but I got too many things that's going on. But if someone was smart and they had the money and the resources, they should start a pot coin, Guam pot coin, and like have a kiosk or like an ATM machine at the airport where they can convert their yen or their won or their peso or whatever and get a card.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they go and they take that card to businesses that have licenses.
Yeah.
And then they use that card to purchase whatever. Okay, you're tracking it.
Yeah.
Okay, and on top of that, they're not going to spend the entire amount say they put 100. You say you put 100.
Yeah.
They spend $96. Before they leave, there's still $4 on that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that $4 gets sucked into the system and straight into the government,
Yeah.
and the government can take that and the surplus money that can go towards parks and sidewalks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It makes too much sense, but I don't know.
But the tourist numbers are so low though, like that the money would be like so little money.
See, the thing is, this is where you start and you can iron out the kinks, because you right now, it's very low. You have just the Koreans here right now, right?
Yeah.
You have a Korean market, you have a Taiwan market, right? And maybe a little bit a military market.
A little bit of Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese.
A little
market.
bit. I heard.
Not really. Not
really.
really.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah. I noticed that by going to the museum.
Yeah.
And looking at the Yokoi exhibit, it's so small now compared to how it used to be, because Yokoi, if your target market was Japanese, then you're going to be talking more about Yokoi, because Yokoi was a big figure, but to the point where he became like a politician. When he went back when they found him, but he just wasn't really adjusting well to how Japan had changed.
I heard from a friend of mine that the shooting in Tuman, the Korean tourist.
Oh yeah.
Like that was like a bigger thing than people are like making.
Yeah.
It
I
out
heard
to
the dude
be.
was like some kind of like he worked for like this.
He was retired.
He was a retired guy from 40 years off this one company. I forgot what the company's name was. And then his first day out of retirement, he got popped. And then the guy popped himself.
Wow.
And the guy that witnessed it don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So what if the guy that popped himself had a good deal where, like, after he does that, he popped himself and whoever he wants gets taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
know,
I wasn't talking about that sense, but
that's
I was talking about more like the numbers, how it affected the canceled reservations. It was
Oh yeah.
it did a bit.
Around
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That killed.
It really makes Guam sound horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they all think that
Just from that one idiot.
it's not safe. Yeah,
That guy's an
Yeah.
idiot. That
yeah,
guy's
from the one.
whoever that is, that guy's an idiot. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't want to tell you to beat him up, but that guy.
Well, that dude,
messed
he
up
shot
60%.
himself. He shot himself in the face. So
Oh, there you go. That's
yeah,
whoops.
so
Sorry.
he took the coward's way out. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, Korea, we still love you. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Okay, so back to Guam. All right, Guam. If you don't know where Guam is, we are, on 13 degrees north longitude and 144 degrees east on the globe.
It's somewhere there. It's somewhere there.
And anyway, so we have a pretty extensive history out here, but it's not really documented very extensively in English. It's all in Spanish, majority in Spanish. Some of it in Tagalog, some of it in archaic Chamorro. The problem is trying to translate it all. Right now, what we have is 5% of 5% of 5%, and meaning what we have is 5% of what was translated or what was taken from the English translation, and the English translation is only 5% of the Spanish documents, which is the conquest of the Marianas, much as the conquest of the world, and then you also have documents coming from China. You got documents coming from Japan, documents coming from the Philippines. Center government during the Spanish period was in the Philippines, so especially during the Spanish Chamorro War. The Spanish Chamorro War lasted about 27 and a half years. It lasted about 3 generations. Okay. The way things started off is, the locals had a hierarchy. There's a high, middle, and low class, and the high class, welcomed them in, and Spaniards wanted to have the priest bless everybody, so they did. They blessed everybody, and then they turned around and started blessing the commoners, and the high caste people were like, "What are you doing? Why are you giving them the same treatment? You're supposed to reserve that for us."
Yeah.
And there's they just pretty much said, "No, we're here for all your souls," which is basically the truth. But it really messes up the hierarchy of the times.
Yeah.
You have this introduced religion, introduced custom, culture, way of life. Things get adapted over a period of 400 years, and then we're here today, where we have the melting pot, which is Guam. Okay, all of us have a little mix of something in us.
A little bit of this, a little
Yeah, a
bit of
little
that.
bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm 15% Filipino.
14% Filipino.
I'm fourth generation Chinese, and I'm also a Spaniard and a Mexican. So, but with all that said, there's a lot of history that we have just uncovered in the past 20 years or so, 20, 30 years. And you can see the transition just in the art that is made over the years. I remember in the 80s there was a movie made called Guam Paradise Island by Herman Crisostomo. Is a really talented artist, and the late Sanchez. Shoot.
Let's go check if it's on YouTube.
You might. I don't know if you'll find it there, but one of the concerns that film had, it was an hour long, and it was a great film. The problem was the beginning, and that is from the director himself. He
What is it called again?
Guam Paradise Island. Oh, maybe it might.
Right there.
Oh, wow.
Is that it? 43 minutes, bro.
Yeah, that might be it. That might be
Is
it.
there a trailer? Let's go watch parts
Yeah,
of it.
check it out. Wow. 1984.
Hafaday, this is a video special about Guam.
So
a
that's
lush,
Kimberly
beautiful
Santos,
tropical
Miss
island
Guam
in the
Universe.
Pacific. I know what you're thinking. There's thousands of them. What makes Guam so special? Is it the land? Is it the sea? Personally, I think it's the people. But I might be a little biased. See, I'm just another girl from Guam.
When did they stop making videos like this?
That was a long ass time ago, dude.
It's still going on.
She was Miss Guam Universe because Germany, who won Miss Universe,
Yeah.
was disqualified for being for posing nude, and so
dang.
she took it because she was second runner up, and they which kind of tainted her a little bit, but
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a win nonetheless, and,
Yeah.
and Guam took it. And I just happened to be I think I was 9 years old at the time, and I was a kid that presented the flowers to her.
Yeah.
I think it was at Rizal Beach, dude.
Raph, woo!
Yeah.
It
No.
is known that on the earth
Whoa.
long ago, a rumbling was heard from deep within the planet.
This is cool stuff.
Yeah, this is cool. I can't believe it's on YouTube.
This is cool.
Right, Herman.
Clouds of billowy steam rose as the earth let loose the fiery molten
Gillette Leon Guerrero.
held
She's also
so
a
long
great
inside.
director.
Time passed, and there was silence.
She's helped to release a couple of historic books as well.
Millions of years passed before the peaceful tranquility of the area was again disturbed. Just as before, the rumbling was heard. The earth
And
dries
then-
Cool,
So
man.
yeah. So
This is not, this
part
like
of the problem was
un-
is the music here,
Soon
but I think maybe the rights
lava
probably ran out,
spilled
so he
from
might
a
have just said,
second
okay.
volcano,
It's kind of like a space
lighting up
film.
the sky
Right.
as she flew.
It's really good.
The
It's
hot
really well
lava
well
flowing
well
to
produced.
the sea, cooled and hardened. Life began
even
to
know about
build
this.
around the two
That's
volcanic
crazy.
islands as the eternal ocean caressed the volcanic
But the problem, yeah, the
shores.
problem was the
Corals grew to
initial
form a reef,
songs.
and fish
It was
abounded in
copyrighted?
their
Yeah,
newfound
they-
home.
Let's go we can change it.
The earth
Well, that was the
hesitated to
goal,
give up
but
her claim.
I don't know. I think
Pushed
maybe he
the
probably got
islands up above
permission,
the
or this
sea.
is someone else that
And
uploaded
soon
it.
The two were one.
Yeah.
That music?
Yeah, this is badass, dude.
They went with the full-on.
Yeah,
What's this called?
this
The-
is from many movies.
Guam Paradise Island.
Yeah, Guam Paradise Island.
No,
1980.
with the name of this the music.
Oh, I don't know.
But I've heard
This
it
is
so many
famous.
times.
This is
Yeah.
famous. Yeah. It just works very well. This is back when they were doing. This is back when they were doing reel to reel. Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't.
So
pay
this
for it?
was some.
No.
No, this is some hands-on
They
art making, man.
ran
This is.
far across the sea
They just
for
stole that
reasons
sound.
unknown.
Yeah.
That music.
It just happened to be. it
Check
happened
that
to
out.
fit.
That's cool. That song, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
they made a pro.
Yeah.
No way.
They did so much for this film. They even did a Laddie Stone hut
Yeah.
and burned it down.
Oh,
Whoa.
dang.
It was badass, dude. And it looked so real too, but it was miniature. It was-
Flourished and the people prospered, living in relative peace and harmony with all about them.
So it's kind of like
Leisure time was spent in playful competition. Life was sweet. For
documentary
whatever
type,
reason
but
they
Docudrama,
came,
yeah.
they
Docudrama, yeah,
chose to
docudrama.
stay. They grew to love and respect their new island.
It's kind of like you watch those
paradise.
old Disney movies, like films. They're kind of
paradise
explaining
known to
something.
them
They have Mickey Mouse acting
as
it out.
Oahu.
This is kind of like remember the Bible with Charles
Yeah,
Heston?
yeah, yeah.
This is like
It
this is
like,
this
it's
is
just
that
like
era,
that,
bro.
Yeah.
This like it's awesome that way.
That was it. Oh no, it's still good.
No, it's still going. This is
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah.
Guam, the
it's
land
funny
of
how
the
we went from
ancient
talking about the
Samoans.
airport.
Yeah, to this. I'm just glad. I'd rather
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about this. This is awesome.
Set like a jewel in an emerald sea, Guam must have been a glorious sight to the eyes of the ancient voyagers.
See, when you talk about
Tiny Micronesian island,
Guam filmmaking,
Guam most likely
this was the
belonged
beginning
to
to me.
newcomers.
Yeah.
This is the beginning.
We should make
Peace
films.
and lush
Yeah.
green
Huh?
We
river
should make
valleys.
films.
Yeah, because this was actual film.
This is cool. Yeah, it is like a
Yeah, it's not digital. It's
8mm or
yeah.
something, right?
Suspicion of the tropical paradise.
That's when we had a lot of coconut trees and
that
no
a
rhino
helicopter?
beetles. Look at that.
How were they filming
That was
Look at
Guam
that.
back then.
That was beautiful.
They hired.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Never see that again.
it's all rhino beetled out.
Plant a tree. Plant a coconut tree.
Right? If you ever go hiking,
Besides
you should
natural
just be
beauty,
you should bring a
possessed an
coconut sprout with
abundance
you,
of
and
Yeah.
you go to the top of the
ecosystems.
mountain, plant it up there.
Yeah.
Open and
Yeah, you know.
generous, this paradise offered all.
So that when it has coconuts, it'll roll down and plant
Mhm.
more down.
Yeah, exactly.
Inland, rivers and streams provided fresh drinking water, while picturesque waterfalls offered elegant bathing and swimming.
That's back then when most chamaritas would actually grow their hair long.
Freshwater fish.
Then
were
later
also
they
a
cut the
delightful
hair.
surprise.
Freshwater
Coconut
fish.
and various tropical plant foods grew abundantly. The lush jungles skirting the rivers and streams provided wood, palm leaves, and plant fiber, the chosen material for their shelters. They built where
I have to
this
comment on
was
that.
their
See that guy that was
neighborhood.
climbing that coconut
Although
tree?
some
Yeah.
shelters were
How many
merely
guys
a
can
few
do that today?
sticks and palm fronds.
Not
None.
many. Yeah.
Others
None.
were magnificent
Zero.
structures
Zero.
No,
on
the
great
guys from the
stone
other islands
columns
do that shit.
called
I mean, well, I take it back.
made
Some
in
dudes, some
varying
dudes.
heights.
I
Just
take
not
it
here
back.
in
Some
Guam.
There's not
ladders
here.
were
Well,
close
no,
to the earth,
there's a handful.
while others
Like I'm
rose
sure, like
high
the
into
the canoe
heavens.
carvers
Sculpted
from
out of
Ulitao
limestone
guys,
and
they
basalt,
do.
the latte remains a testament to the architectural skill of the ancient Chamorro. Life in the community was pleasant and leisurely.
See, that was cool. That was actually a miniature. So,
Oh, that
that was a miniature
yeah.
hut. This was kind of my inspiration for when I did the assassination of Harel. You know, because there was a, you have a hut. Unfortunately, there's only one hut in this one. There's a laddie hut. I didn't have a laddie hut in my film.
You can watch Ras film and Red Skull Media website on YouTube.
Artisans emerged,
Yeah. Oh, that's the
creating their own
Sanglo film.
Yeah,
specialized
I have the other film here too.
Oh yeah, we need to upload that.
Yeah.
I think this is a Bilimbo Tuzan
toolmakers
sound.
and potters, utilizing the many resources of the island, produced practical as well as decorative wares. The physical health of the people was cared for by herb doctors called Seruhanus, while spiritual needs were cared for by sorcerers called Makanas.
So they've corrected that terminology already.
In harmony with
Sirhana's
all of them,
actually
the Chamorros
was a term that
rejoiced,
was adopted
for
from
theirs was a
the Mexicans
true
that came in on the
paradise
Spanish
island.
vessels.
Oh.
Makana and Zoamti are actually the original terminologies, and then they kind of were merged into one, which is the Sirhano. This is socially acceptable. The Spaniards wouldn't harass you, I guess, if you were just a Sirhana or a Sirhano. So these dances are, they're conceptual because no one knows what they were. They were poorly documented. So everything now is interpretive. You know.
So what year would you say this is?
Oh, I believe it's 1984.
No, I mean
You know what era?
Oh, era. So this would be Laddie era. So that would be 1700s. I'm sorry. 1521 was when Spaniards got here. You're in the middle of the Laddie period. So I believe the first people were documented to be here in 1687 BC. And it lasted until
For with the dawning of a new day,
I need to
came
find
a
out
new
that,
age.
clarify the number. But this would be the Laddie period. The Laddie period came with sling stones. Now you see a Spanish vessel in the background.
yeah. It's the drums.
Every time we do, every time Islanders get a chance to portray their ancestors, I kind of compare it to that movie Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
Because I watched that movie so many times just to see all the flaws that that they talk about. And this is back when it was
Life
VHS
changed on
still,
the
and
island, for the
and the
Spanish
thing that
had
always caught my eye was when they were
ushered
about to do the
the age
ambush,
of
and they were in the tree line. All the Native Americans that were, the extras were all trying not to smile because they're just happy to be there.
Along with the Spanish and their technology came Christianity and a new lifestyle.
But hey, we don't have to watch the whole thing. Let's go watch another one.
Okay.
This one's called The Giving Tree. It's also a local film, but it's actually it's based on a local legend, and it stars
Hey, it's right here, a short film.
The Giving Tree.
Is that it? The Giving Tree?
There, the second
Or
one.
the
Second
Given
one.
Tree. This. Yeah.
The Given Tree. The Given Tree. The Legend of the Lemai Tree.
What year was
Here,
this
I
made?
got something for you.
Oh boy,
This is
a
90s?
gift. Personally, I love
No, this is
Aha,
80s.
Here
So
it is.
80s?
Yeah.
Hold out your hands.
So
It stars one of our former governors,
which
It's a
one?
great gift. What is it?
former Governor Felix Camacho.
It's the root of the lemma tree.
It's really a great gift.
It's a magical kind of gift given to us long ago.
Magical?
It comes with a legend that has been handed through the ages.
Tell us the legend.
Well, do you really want to hear it? Long, long, long ago, before the Spanish came, two brothers ruled Guam. One, the Magalahi of the lowlands to the north, and one, the Magalahi of the mountains to the south. It is with him, in a place called Inamata, that my story begins.
I didn't. Dude, that's crazy. There's another one I never.
You never see
I
this?
never heard
You
about
expect
this.
us to
Never
die
seen
because you believe in a brother you haven't seen in years?
That's cool shit.
We must
Why are
be
they speaking
strong and
English?
rely on
That's
ourselves.
cool.
No one else.
How come
There
their
is
English
strength
sounds
in
like they're
family.
from the States or
We
something?
must trust
'Cause
our
it's a new
brothers
world.
This is the early days. They didn't have very much to work with.
Boys are weak.
They didn't have the information that we have today.
Boys and I will follow just as soon
Look.
All they had was a legend to work with, and their language.
They should have spoke Chamorro though.
Boys, your father's brother, the Magalahi of the lowlands.
That's crazy. No shit.
And no one continued like movie production, right?
Nope. That was actually that's only part of it. It's a lot longer, but that's cool. Wow, they
That's a
covered
good
a lot.
trailer.
That guy kind of reminded me of like Jack Black. Like
Yeah, he kind of has a Jack
he was
Black
like,
kind of. Yeah.
Jack Black.
It's almost like he's being sarcastic.
Well, he's a thespian. He's actually one of the former literary arts members for like the Guam delegation.
Okay, that's
So-
why his like enunciation and everything is fucking-
Yeah, totally. He's a thespian, so they all have a little thing about them. So
You wanna take a break so you could do your next, like gather your thoughts
yeah,
for the
shoot,
second half?
let's
And
let's
then,
take a break.
So just announce your break now.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break. Fama'kilo, Pachot Mu.
Yeah. Okay.